Yeah. So in my last session, SQL DBA. Okay. Hmm. So all these things we have discussed in my last 2 to 3 classes, in which we covered SQL Server introduction, roles of DBA, and then standalone and clustering environment, types of servers, 4 servers I said, database server, integration server, reporting server, analysis server, types of services, how to, and last session was this topic, hierarchy of SQL Server in a machine. Okay. Today, first we'll understand difference between release and version. Yeah. First, we'll be clear on. We'll take basic example of any version and we'll understand the difference. Okay. Now, if you talk about release and the other end version. If I'm talking about SQL Server 2014, SQL Server 2014, example. So that SQL Server 2014 is what you call as release. And for the very first time, when that SQL Server 2014 was released, it was identified by a version number like this, 12.0.2000, and it is called RTM, 12.00.2000. Yeah. 12.00.2000. What is 12? Yeah, let me describe here. 12 is called major version. 00 is called minor version. 2000 is called, yeah, it's called build version. Build version, or you can call patch. Yeah. 12.00.2000. And RTM is what you call as release to market. Release to market. After introducing SQL Server software in 2014 with a version 12.00.2000 RTM, after that, Microsoft will be still working on that new released software because people will be using that for different reasons. Like, so whenever they use for some reason, that may be supported or may not be supported. Since they are license holders, they purchased the software. So they question Microsoft, asking or seeking an explanation towards that their usage is not being supported. Yeah. So for example, if I am using SQL Server software, for example, I'm saying for Python, I'm using SQL Server software with what? For Python. The problem now is when I'm using for Python, this SQL Server 2014 is not properly supporting. What would I do? Definitely, I'll ask Microsoft that so and so purpose I'm using SQL Server, but I'm using it for Python. I purchased the software. I have a license, but it is not supporting for me. So definitely, Microsoft will listen to your problem, will give a token for you, right? Ticket they'll raise, and they'll say that so and so problem they want to rectify. They want to check in their R&D department. After checking, if they really find that SQL Server 14 is not supporting for Python, then that will be considered as a bug in the software. That will be considered as bug in the software. What to do then? Then immediately Microsoft starts working on it. right? And what they will do, they start making changes in the software, and those changes they will make available for us. They make available for us. Yeah, they say that, yeah, so and so problem which was there in the software, we have rectified it. This is a what you call patch version, build version. You have to install this so that your problem will be resolved, and you'll be in a position to use it for Python. Yeah, that is what the point. But question is, Microsoft has introduced what do you call yeah. So here, yeah, what I was saying is, what Microsoft has done in SQL Server 2014, they have come up with, they have come up with what 12.0.4100, and they're named as SP1. That is called Service Pack. Yes, Service Pack. What does it mean? What does it mean? Means from the day, from this release, from this version 12.00.2000, from this version, from this version. So say example, I'm saying example. It took for them to introduce this in 2015. Year I'm saying. In which year they introduced this? 2015. In year 2015, they introduced Service Pack 1. They introduced Service Pack 1. What is the number? 12.0.4100. So it means it took for them 1 year. One year. What they found? What is that they found? They made 4,100 minus 2,000. It means almost 2,100 changes Microsoft has done from its release to a gap of 1 year. So that all that problems what people were facing, they all collected all those issues. They modified the software. They added, they gave a extension of it, a patch of it. They said like, you install this, so and so problem in related to your usage will be resolved. Okay, then what they did, 2014 only, 2014 में changes I'm saying. Then in the year 2016, they have come up with 12.0.5000 as SP2, that they call as Service Pack 2. That is Service Pack 1. This is Service Pack 2. How many changes now? 5,000 minus 4,100. Means almost you can say 900 changes Microsoft has made in Service Pack 2. Mobile applications you'll have, right? Mobile applications, mobile applications. When you install, it will be some way, right? And after that, that company whose application you downloaded, they keep on upgrading. Whenever they upgrade, you'll get a notification that there is an, update available for you. Exactly that I'm talking about here. There's an update available for so and so application. When you click on it, then that application will be modified. That application, the new application will be downloaded with changing with respect to the environment, changing with respect to features. That's what happens. Like, and then I would say, in the year 2018, 12.0.6024, they introduced as Service Pack 3. Service pack 1, service pack 2, service pack 3. Yeah. This is for knowledge. I said all this, okay? You don't need to by heart all these numbers, dates, and all. Whichever version which is going on in your office with respect to the SQL Server software, what they are using, related to that, if you remember, it's more than enough. But it doesn't mean like every versions, all releases, every versions with respect to all service packs to remember. It's something which is next to impossible for us. Yeah. The two, since I'm, and you see, SQL Server 2014 has got 3 updates. 2015 we got one update, 2016 we got one update, 2018 also we got one update. And in meanwhile, remember, in 2016 we have SQL Server 2016 also released. SQL Server 2016 also released. And in 2017, SQL Server 2017 was also released. Even though they were releasing new versions or new releases of SQL Server, meanwhile, they were even rectifying the issues of the older version also. Because that new has come, they cannot ignore the old version. They have to work on that as well. You follow what I'm saying? Hmm. Even though new versions have come, but still, what do you notice? Yeah, you still can notice that they are made available with what? Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Now I'll say it's release. SQL Server 2016 got released. SQL Server 2016 got released. And they named the version like this. 13.0 first version, first RTM, I'm saying 1601, and they named it as RTM, same release to market. Mm. And in this also, yeah, in this also, same year, yeah, and bottom I'll write year, same year 2016 only, year 2016 only, they have come up with 13.0.4 thousand, 13.0.4001, that is SP1. Yes, service pack 1. It means 4001 minus 1601 means 2400 changes Microsoft has done from release to service pack 1 in that newly released software. Yeah. Then service pack 2 was introduced. Service pack 2 was introduced. 2018 they introduced 13.0.5026 SP2, that is service pack 2 is introduced. Yeah. Means how many changes from SP1 to SP2? 5026 minus 4001. 1025 changes Microsoft has done from, yeah, if you are license holder, if you have purchased the software, whenever they upgrade the software, immediate you will get a message that so and so software has been upgraded with that it is, and you download and it is ready to install. So they'll give you a link, just click on the link, software will be downloaded, then click on that again, downloaded software, you install, your problem will be resolved of whatever you're facing. Yeah. Mm. And 2016 May it got released, but it got its service pack 3, 2016's service pack, I'm saying. In 2016's service pack 3 that was introduced in 2021. Yeah. And they made changes around 13.0.6300, that is SP3 service pack 3. Yeah, that is the comparative information for you to understand how things are made available. Yes, that is the difference between release and version. Hmm. Yeah, since we have already come up regarding this point, so before I go with it, I'll discuss one more point also. One more point, and what we will study is, yeah, yeah, you have something important to discuss this. We'll study this now or after this topic. One second. Mm, yeah, here only we'll study. Yeah, listen carefully. Two things we have: upgradation and backward compatibility will be available in SQL Server only with two versions. Yeah, only with two versions. Okay, so let's understand what actually this is all about. Yeah, yeah, we'll discuss this now. Hmm. Yeah, listen carefully, please. This part also, listen carefully. Scenario one. Okay. Yeah. Assume in your personal system or in a company wherever you're working, you have installed SQL Server 2008. Say you are working on it. Okay. SQL Server 2008, you have installed. It's going on. It's already installed. It's working. Right. It's fine. Now management decided that they want this SQL Server 2008 to upgrade to, yeah, they want to upgrade to what? SQL Server 2016. What they want to upgrade? 2008 is available. 2008 is already there in your machine. You're all perfectly, it's working, everything is fine. But management has decided to upgrade. They want to have some more advanced features in SQL Server. So decided to go with 2008 to upgrade to 2016. First point, remember, this is not possible. Yeah. Why? Because from 2008 to 2016, the 2016 becomes third version, which is not possible because you can upgrade only to two versions. Upgrade only to two versions. You cannot go with three versions. 2008, after that you have 2012, 2014, 2016. That is not allowed. No, no, no. Then what to do? You want this upgradation? So then do one thing. Install SQL Server 2008. First, you upgrade. Yeah. Upgrade to SQL Server 2012. Then again upgrade to SQL Server 2016. Yeah. Will this be possible? 100%. 100%. Will this be possible? 100% I'm saying. No doubt in it. Possible. Yes. But what is the approach you see? First, you're upgrading 2008 to 2012. And from 2012, you're upgrading to 2016. 2016 becomes second version. 2014 is there in the middle. Yeah. Chalo, another scenario we'll take. Scenario 2. Say you are installed with the SQL Server 2005. Okay. Installed with 2005. And you have been asked to upgrade it to what? SQL Server 2012. But remember one thing, between 2005 and 2012, you have one more software, that is SQL Server 2008. Okay, which software you have? In between which software you have? SQL Server 2008. That too, it has release 1 as well as 2008 release 2. Remember, these two are considered as one release or one version only. Yeah. They both are considered as what? One version only. 2008 R1, 2008 R2 will not be considered as a separate version. So can I upgrade 2005 to 2012? 100% possible. Yes. Hmm. Upgradation. I'm talking about upgradation. Okay. Now. Okay. Scenario 3. But this actually needs a knowledge of SQL Server development. If you know, that's fine. If not, at least remember. Since that, I'm taking my SQL Server classes from 2007, almost from past 18 years, I'm taking SQL Server classes. So considering that, I have come across with this, point. So considering that, I'm explaining you this scenario. And you can practically, even I'm going to show you. I mean, how we used to do in that way. That's what my concern is. We used to do in this way. What is that? For example, let me give a small scenario, then I'll explain. Okay, so let's understand that now. For example, listen first. Requirement, you see, what was that? SQL Server, SQL Server development, not administration. In SQL Server development, there is one topic by a name called column joins. Two types of joins will be there: row joins, column joins. Yeah, this column joins has a topic called outer joins. And this outer joins, we used to have a support with operator. Yeah. And that operator used to be star. Yeah. Star operator. With operator as star. Yes. Outer join operator we used to call. And what is the story? What I'm trying to convey here is was available till SQL Server 2005. Yes, this was there. Remember. At least remember, till 2005 only this was there. And what Microsoft has done from SQL Server 2008, Microsoft has made outer joins implementation disabled and attached to backward compatibility. What does it mean? For example, listen carefully. For example, in your machine, you have installed, say, for example, SQL Server 2008. Okay. Now, what I would do? column joins. Don't forget, I'm in 2008 now. SQL Server 2008. That was a process I said about 2005. If you are working with SQL Server 2008, column joins. In that, there is something called outer joins with operator as a star. Star. Not possible. Yeah, you cannot implement. You cannot. You implement, it will give you error. If you implement, it will give you error. Then what to do? Then what to do? Then you have to do one thing. You are in 2008 now. So you make your SQL server to go back, including features of SQL Server 2005. So what I should do now? In SQL Server 2008, SQL Server 2008, what should I do? I should go back. I should go back. Change 2008 back. Change 2008 included with 2005 features enabled through backward compatibility level. Compatibility level. How would you do? So in SQL Server, we are provided by one system stored procedure by a name called execute sp underscore dbcmpt level. That is called database compatibility level. You have to change. How do you change? Yeah, I call @db name equals to some data name called production db. Then @new underscore cmpt level is equal to 90. 90 means 2005. 100 means 2000. Yeah, 90. Yes. After changing compatibility level, now we can use outer joins with star operator. Yeah. Can I do this if I have 2000, for example, 12? Yeah, if you have SQL Server 2012, if you have, yeah, 12. Now 2012 should be included with 2005 features, same backward compatibility, 90. Yes, possible. Or now also I can use. Yeah. Now if you have SQL Server 2014 available, yeah, 2014 available. Now you want to change 2014 included with 2005 features enabled through backward compatibility. Not possible. Yeah. Not possible. Why? Because from 2014 to go back to 2005, it becomes 3 versions. Not possible. Yeah. So I'll do one thing. It means in 2005, outer joins is completely ruled out. Yeah. Just we'll show you executing this command. Nothing else we have. Only we'll execute and see. Is it the same point what I said is being supported or not? I just opened the tool. I write that same command. Yeah. Execute. You're in 14. You're changing to 2005. You're in 14 and you're changing to 2005. In between, you have 2012, you have 2008, 2005. Yeah, 2014 is 12. 12 version that you can call as 120. 2012, 110. 2008, 100. 2005, 90. Chalo, execute and read. Read. Compatibility levels are 100, 110, 120. Only 3 are possible, or 120. 120 is currently going on, even to say. Currently going on. You can go back only with two versions, 110, 100. 110 means 2012, 100 means 2008. 90 means 2000. You cannot go to 90 because 90 becomes third version. Upgradation facility also same. Going backward compatibility level also same. Yes. Can I change to 100? Oh, 100. Very much possible. Yeah. Possible, no doubt. Execute. Successful. Yes. Possible. You didn't get error. I'll be back with my original 120. Yeah. If you put 90, then you're trying to change to 2005. That is not allowed. Yes. That is what I was saying. Backward compatibility, forward, both are related only with two versions. And what numbers I said? Just I'll write for your reference. Just for reference, I'm writing. Yeah. Yeah. Here. Release name. Okay. Name. Compatibility level. Yeah. SQL Server 2005. Yeah. SQL Server 2005. Version 9.0 version. That is called 90. Yeah. Then SQL Server 2008. That is 10.0 version. Compatibility level is what you call 100. Yeah, SQL Server 2012 11.0 version is what you call 110. If you're working with SQL Server 14 12.0 version, that is considered 120. If you're working with SQL Server 2016 version, 13.0 version, what you read as 130. If I'm working with SQL Server 2017 version, 14.0 version, and you would have read this as 140. Like that, you are going to find compatibility levels. Depending on the version, yeah, compatibility level is decided. But this I said, please understand, this is about outer join. This is purely related with development part. At least remember, I just recollected one example, so said this. Outer join story, I said. Yes. You have anything to ask me on this part? Go ahead. If not, I'll go to my next topic. Any query you have with you.
So, sir, what is the latest SQL version, the release? Hello,
SQL,
sir.
let us. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. So after 2021, there is no SQL release, or that is the last version, the SQL 16, right?
No, but as I said, even though what do you call latest versions are being released, but still the older ones are still in upgradation. Are you following me? 2022 is also released, but still changes are going on in 2017, 2021. Changes are going on. SQL Server 2025 is about to release. It's not yet, but 2022 till 2022 we are available. They are called like SQL Server 2021 is finally released, and SQL Server 2022 is still under modifications. It's not final version released.
Okay, sir, got it.
Hmm.
Yeah. That means it is not available in the market.
No.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I have a doubt.
Yes,
For
go
the
ahead.
compatible level, version level, you have said 90, 9.0 version. That's why we should put 90, right?
9, correct.
So we can't remember everything, right? How if there is any command to get that what version we are working like that, compatible. What is the compatible level?
That is what we have.
What
No?
are the
Yeah, that is what we have. Whenever you install SQL Server, you can find here. Can you see 12.0?
Okay,
Here.
okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. With
Okay,
this
got it,
12.0, it is decided 120, right?
Is this a major?
And with,
Yeah, this is major. Okay.
Point is
Okay.
12.0. For us, 12.0 is important. 12.0,
Okay,
120.
120.
120.
Okay,
So you
got
are
it.
working with 12. You can go back only with 2 versions, no? Backward
Yes, correct.
compatible only with 2, no? So one is 110, one is 100.
11. Okay, got it, sir. Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the only thing is, if you happen to come across to check is what exactly the values that are valid, then wantedly you do a mistake in this process. Syntactically, you go beyond the syntax, then it will give you help the way it is being providing for us, like valid values of the database compatibility level are 100, 110, or 120.
Okay, got it. From that installed version, we should come to know these are the version, these are the compatible level. From that, what we install, right? Okay.
Correct. If I have installed, no, according to my system, I have installed 2014. My version is 12.0.
Okay, got it.
12.0. But with that, I can understand that I can go back only to 2 levels. So I can go to 2012, I can go to 2008. 2012 means 110 and 2008 means 100. I cannot go beyond 2008 because that becomes for the 3rd version.
Okay, sir.
And upgradation story also same. Upgradation. But upgradation is about modification to software. Na? So for that reason, during the whenever you I'll show you installation part coming classes may. So at that time I'll cover that. But still I'm just saying you, whenever you start installing SQL Server software, installation center one window gets opened for us. And in that installation center window, you will have an option or a link for upgradation. And when you click on upgradation, it will give you another option to click on that, so that it will ask you a software which you want to upgrade. For example, you have 2005 installed in your machine. And 2014 also you have in your laptop. Downloaded. You have downloaded 2014 also. Now you are asking 2005, you are saying upgrade. From 2005, you are upgrading to 2014. Whenever you click on upgrade, it will ask you, click to select the software. So if you click on that, then you select 2014. The moment you select 2014, when you click on next, you'll get an error saying that cannot be upgraded to 2014 because 2014 has become 3rd version for 2005.
Okay. Only condition is 2 versions is updated.
Yes.
We should
Either you
only 2 versions.
Only 2 versions. Either you go back or you go forward. Both are connected to only 2 versions.
Okay.
This is system stored procedure. We used to have I used to have this, when I'm working with 2012, then to show outer joins implementation, I used to apply this. Then 2005 features I used to enable. Then I used to write a query for outer joins. And at that time, we used to write outer joins query like this: select number, name, job, sal, E dot department number, D name, location, from EMP as E. Then we used to say department as D. Then we used to say E dot department number star equal to D dot department. That star equal to star. That star was outer join operator. That support we don't have now. So since this is completely ruled out, what Microsoft has done today is Microsoft has introduced, they said, no, don't use star here. Here. Don't use star. In place of star, You write, comma, you remove and write keyword left outer join. Then it will work for us. Then similarly, we have one more type of join, right outer join, full outer join. Like this today we are using because that star story has completely been ruled out. So obviously a person, example I'm saying, as far as this current generation students are concerned, like, if they are directly learning 2016, directly learning 2017 or 2014, obviously the current faculty who is training that, he himself may not be having an idea that there is something called outer join operator in SQL Server, because that is completely ruled out now. You don't have justification part. But I used to demonstrate that star operator also in my classes of in my development classes. Then I used to make them aware of those keywords, left outer, right outer, full outer. Okay, this is what we have. Difference between release and version.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah,
The outer join features is disabled only on 2008 or 2008 onwards?
No, because till 2005 it has a perfect support. We don't use backward compatibility at that time, because 2005 mein perfect support we used to have. So after that, what happened? 2008 mein Microsoft has disabled it. But if you have installed SQL Server 2008, outer joins with star operator I cannot use in 2008. Even if I try to use it, it used to say that star operator not supported.
So even if I install 2012 also, I need to do this backward compatibility.
Same. 2012 also, if you install, even in 2012, if you're unaware that, if you're already you have an idea that outer joins can be implemented with star operator, in 2012 you're writing a query with star operators, even 2012 will say you that you can't implement this in 2012. Then we should apply backward compatibility.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
But in if you have 2014, up now there is no chance, because 2014, 2005 feature it was. The 2005 feature, 2014, I cannot even go with backward compatibility. But the star operator, outer join operator, star operator of outer join is completely ruled out now from 2014. Even with backward compatibility also, I cannot go.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And next topic will be related with something called editions of SQL Server. Yeah. And after that, we have two more topics to study. 2 to 3 topics remain after this topic. Editions of SQL Server. After completion of these editions, I'll explain you about SQL Server directory structure. This part I'll explain you. And after that, I will discuss about services of SQL Server. Two services we'll learn. Instance aware, instance unaware. Both I'll discuss. And after that, I'll introduce system requirements, right? For installing SQL Server. Yeah. And after explaining this, we will go with installation. Yeah. Then we will learn installation part. And after completion of that system, what do you call requirement? After completion of that installation of SQL Server, then I'll introduce. Yeah. Then I'll introduce what SQL Server tools. Yeah. And here I'll talk about 3 tools. One, SSMS. Second, SQL CMD. Third, SQL PS. 3 tools. Built-in tools available with every version of SQL Server. We prefer to work with Management Studio. We prefer to work with Management Studio because it is user-friendly. But some topics in administration mandatory requires even to have knowledge of SQL command. And some topics I'll cover with SQL PS. That's called SQL PowerShell. Yeah, the tools we'll study. First, I'll give you all the tools that are available. First, I'll give you idea on all the tools that are available. After that, slowly we'll go to the rest of the thing. Okay. Yeah, more 2 to 3 topics. Probably next class, I'll talk only about editions. I'll make a list and all important points. I'll make you aware of it. And the SQL Server directory structure, services, both will be covered in one class. Yeah, more 2 classes, then we'll be seeing our installation part. Okay. Bye all of you. See you tomorrow.
So